It's 5 for Friday on June 10th. So I'm going to curate out things every Friday that are of interest to people in public sector in general and public procurement specifically. And first, we had a heavy week at NAEP, which is the National Association of Education Procurement, and GFOA, which is the Governmental Finance Officers Association. And we managed to have time and presence at both of these conferences and drive in between with a lot of my team to do speaking events at both. So I had intended to start parsing out some of those things into podcasts, but frankly ran out of time in the week. So that will get some processing time. And I think those are some really interesting sessions. I did one with Jana Thompson on transforming in turbulent times, which was a discussion of some of her experience in implementing transformation right before COVID when she was with University of North Dakota. And then with GFOA, had a speech on riding the e-procurement wave. The attendance on both of those was good. The attendance at GFOA was really heavy considering it was basically the last session of the conference, and I've had a lot of good conversations get started off of that. And so definitely look for that topic as well. Some of the questions were very interesting with perspective from finance on procurement and some of my answers on how procurement is a focal point. And so you will probably enjoy that if you like this type of information. Secondly, NCMA, which is the National Contract Managers Association, announced 50 new recipients of their certifications, including friend of the show, James Crenshaw from DC, and perhaps a couple of others I didn't see when I was looking through that list, but that was the first one that stood out to me. NCMA, it's a great program, especially if you are associated with a lot of the federal acquisitions, but it's a good general certification as well. Third, Steve Nichols, who's the CIO for the state of Georgia, had an article around what comes after CIO as a broker. CIO as a broker is basically a concept that the CIO's role is not necessarily to build all of the infrastructure, but to create environments where infrastructure can be chosen and selected and assembled. Steve is a great thinker, and this is a good topic even if you don't generally deal with public sector IT, but I think it'll give you good insights into some of what the active discussions are. Fourth, NASBO, which is the budget officers, had an article on the big debate around the state houses and what to do with budget surpluses. It says that deficits were an annual occurrence in a number of places, and the federal government largely left states alone to figure it out. Not this time around. This newsletter looks at what states are doing with their surpluses and why, in at least one state, getting the budget passed before the July 1st fiscal year is going to be a nail biter. Finally, NASPO, which is, of course, the procurement officers, has a great article with some summaries around ARPA and IIJA funding and some conversation about really being prepared for that influx. We're definitely seeing that trend of a lot of the impact on procurement shops with ARPA and some of its questions that it forces and opportunities that it creates. So this is a favorite content topic area for us as well. This particular link has some good outward links to looking at information by state so that you can parse through that and look for your state and look for more content from us on that in the next couple of months. So with that, have a great Friday. Hi, it's Dustin Lanier. Thanks for listening. Please find me on LinkedIn for original public sector operations content every week. And please reach out to me if I and my team of procurement professionals at Civic Initiatives can help you be a public procurement change agent.